Hey guys, Jaybird here, and we're going to be starting another tutorial. So this one's going to be continuing off of our doors tutorial. So this is going to be for zones and zombie spawners. So the very first thing that I'm going to go over in this tutorial is just an explanation of what zones are and what they are used for. The second thing I'm going to do is going to jump into Radiant. We're going to do the coding side of things for the but zones are closed until they are opened by a door. So that's why a lot of people are having issues when they spawn and they don't have their zone set up properly. They're spawning in an inactive zone, or they've moved their spawn out of a zone, so they end up dying because the game thinks they're cheating. So they target name, start zone, initialized, like it's opened right at the beginning. You don't have to open a door for it. That's why it's the start zone. But what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna just move this around so that, let's say, our doors here that we made, actually I'm going to do them, yeah, these doors here are going to be, so I'm going to just make a wall, actually, an entire wall, and basically we know that our zone ends at this wall. So if I were to say walk over here outside the zone, ignoring the wall, I'm going to die because I haven't activated the zone. So that's why you got to be careful with how your zones work. So for the second zone, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, just to show you how you do one of these volumes in the first place, let's deselect that. I am going to click B to bring up the entity browser window, and we're going to go down to volume. And we are going to want to get info volume. There, kind of portion, like the proportions of it, the same as this zone. So it came up to right here, so I'll make it that high. The thing is, you're going to want to make sure that your zones are touching each other, or else there'll be a little gap, and as soon as you aren't touching one of the two zones, then it'll kill the player. So you got to make sure it goes right up to this zone. So it's easy to tell. The zones are in pink, so you can see I had that line there, and I lined this one up right to it. So I'm going to put this all on this side. The keys and value, and it was test zone, start zone. I'm going to call this test zone. We can call it whatever you want. You could have your zones, zone 1, zone 2, zone zone 3 and keep doing it like that if you want, but I'm just going to do test zone. We're going to call that in the script, so I'll have to remember this name. So the other thing we had was script noteworthy player volume. So let's add a KVP, script, noteworthy, and then player volume, and then the other one was targeting the spawners. So what we can do is we can set up a couple of our spawners here. So when you look at a spawner, it is a script struct. So it's a script struct with a target name. So this is part of the spawner stuff now. So we're going to actually go into actually making our spawners. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a script struct. We'll just place it over here. So I will go right here and we will go to our entity browser and go under script and struct. I'm going to drag one of these guys on. So this is going to be our spawner. Right now it's blank, but the script is looking for a specific target name. Actually, our zone is looking for the target name. What we're going to want to do is add these KVPs in as well. So this target name is riser flesh. There's no find flesh. Script string is now telling it to go to receiver set entry A, which is this second zone spawner. I can really I want. I'm just going to copy this, and we're going to add target. You'll notice, so that means it's targeting it. Location. So I'm just going to copy this stuff. And so orientation drop and 0 selected. So you see how they have the orange outline on them there. Have those like that, and then hit this one here. It will drop it into the ground and keep the rotation of where the ground is. So there we go, halfway into the ground. And so that way the effect will be script string find flesh. And if I'm not mistaken, this is spawner. I can really call it whatever I want. I'm just going to copy this, just in case I spelt it weird or something. Entry A. So find flesh basically will make it so it doesn't need to go to a window first. So if you look at this window right here, so I'm going to give it a target name of test zone spawner. I can really call it whatever I want. I'm just going to copy this, just in case I spelt it weird or something. We're going to go back to our zone, and we're going to add target and our test zone spawner. So now you'll notice we have the red line getting it. Location. So the script is looking for this stuff. If you see here, point into the ground, spawner, actually a pro receiver. Okay, so if we go right click at the that we want. Okay. So we're gonna drag that on. I'm string. I just and this is the A. So this receiver set entry the player and not entry B. So let's copy that. And we'll go back to here and one. Instead of going you would do and then the player. So zombies aren't gonna know what to go for. So is making it by a door. So let's say what I showed before in the tutorial was script flag zone 2. Well, I'm actually going to change this. I'm going to do enter test zone as my string. So in the script, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a flag set for the zone that is going to say enter test zone, and what's going to happen is it's going to go, okay, we have this one, and it's adjacent to this one, and it's opened when this door with click on it and go to show zone folder. You want to step back one, so out of the zone source to your maps folder is, so user map and then your map. This is going to be, what you want to do is come down until you see user map test zone in it. So this is where we're going to actually set up our zones. So create a new line before the flags are set, so before this, and then what we're going to do is go ZM and then zone manager. So this is auto doing this for me. I'll have a tutorial to set up Sublime so that it actually knows GSC. But for now, you just want to do ZM zone manager, spelt like that, exactly the way I have it there, colon. So what this is doing is it's going into this file, this script, and then it's going to call a function, and the function is add adjacent zone. And then what we're going to want to do is do parentheses, and then we're going to want to do start zone in quotation marks, and then a comma. So this is separating, this is going to be the first parameter, so it's our start zone. The second one is going to be, I believe we called it test zone. And then the last thing is going to be the string that we used to get our, the string that we put on our door, which was enter test zone. And you want to end the line with a semicolon. So let's just kind of go over this again.
Max ammo!